because you're not persuading anybody with this approach. And then toward the end, he goes, now you have exceeded the bounds of civil discourse and accused me of party partisanship without any basis. Fuck you, he says. Fuck you. You exceeded the bounds of civil discourse. Fuck you. That's what he says to me. Fuck you. I found that kind of funny that he was throwing temper tantrums and calling me names and head in the sand and cowardice and all these things. And I kept on responding to him like, look, there were instances throughout, I referenced certain points in history where there were similar types of arguments. For example, Elijah Muhammad, the kinds of dialogue that you saw, whether it was directly between Elijah Muhammad and Dr. Martin Luther King, or through their spokespeople, or just comparing their philosophies, we know that these kinds of dialogues have taken place. And Dr. King, Dr. King's approach was much more compelling. He was being pressured to throw away the values, the principles of nonviolent resistance, that such a time as this calls for violent reaction. There were plenty of groups that were advocating for more direct, violent reactions to what was happening in the country in the 50s and the 60s. But Dr. King persisted. He was resilient through all of that criticism from within the folks who were trying to advance similar causes as he was, and said nonviolent resistance is the way. He would not sacrifice his principles for expediency. So in such a time as this, and by the way, I'm not buying the whole violent rhetoric that this is war. I'm not buying that. Now, I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that. I hope I'm not, but I might be wrong. And we are seeing tragic acts of violence. We're seeing too much of it too often. I get it. I understand. But I'm not going to participate in it. I am not going to participate in the violent rhetoric. I'm not going to participate in the violence. I'm not going to participate. I'm going to go to protests. I'm going to exercise my freedom to peaceably assemble.